Hello there, Seth Holocron here from the Dongers of Runeterra, and earlier on today I made a budget deck. Three things I think are quite good. It'll sort of help you out with competition type things, and then thought it's not really like doing an awful lot, though, is it? Not really. One of them was a spiders deck, and that was still pretty good in the last expansion. So I've come up with a new one. I've come up with a new one. This is a champions less deck. This is it here. This is the Swole combo OTK deck, and I love making OTK decks because they're just cool. So let's see what this is like. Okay, so this is a combo deck. As it says up here, this is a combo deck, and look, zero champs at all. That's really, really good. 24 units and 16 spells. We're in Ionia and Noxus, and here's what the combo is. You want to try and keep this. So there's all new cards. Fuzzy Caretaker's in here. Swole Squirrel is in here. Young Witch is in here. There's new cards, so it is a Targon deck, but just isn't using Targon. And I think I should have added this to my budget sort of decks. But then, he's 3 epics, and I'm pretty sure that's maybe it. So this is quite cheap as well, to be honest. Yep, there's absolutely nothing in here that is... So the only real thing that's in here that is that's expensive is Kato the Arm. But you need Kato the Arm. I'm sorry, that's part of the combo. So what we want to do is we want to put out things that are just horrible. And our entire basis is off. Look at this geezer. Look at this geezer. His secret is acorn powder shakes 4 times a day. Like, he's going, ah! She's going, oh! And he's going, urgh. Swole Squirrel is bonkers. And for 4 mana and 3/4, he is excellent. But I like to cheat. Cheating's good. Cheating's actually really, really good. So here's what we're going to do. When he strikes, and strike is when a unit attempts to deal damage using its power, either at the end of a battle or with spells. Units with 0 power can't strike. When he attacks, he strikes. Are we ready for madness? I'm doing the meme. This guy, we're going to make huge. Like, huge. And this is how we're going to do it. You're going to use your... Here is the combo piece. You need one of him, one of him, one of these for the 3 health, and an Elixir of Wrath. So that will end up, if you play this, say on turn 4, Kato the Arm on turn 5, and have enough mana to Twin Disciplines or Elixir of Wrath, doubling the power of the 3/4. Where's my squirrel? Kato says here, have +3 and overwhelm. Okay, that's now 6/4. Add this, that's now 9/4, and hit something. And hit it early. Because most of these things will only do like 2s and 3s of. So sometimes it's actually better to go for Twin Disciplines. Because there's an awful lot of just absolute madness cards in here. So let's go through the deck. Apologies for the beeping outside. Your combo pieces. Elixir of Wrath. Give an ally 3+ power this round. Keep it. You're only putting it on Swole Squirrel. Navari Blade Scout, there's your chump blocker. When you get him down, if he attacks, he's elusive, that's brilliant. When he doesn't and he's not, he's a chump blocker, keep him fine. Green Glade Jewel, we're chipping away, we're chipping away, we're chipping away. These are all nice little elusive units. That if you put another card down, she becomes a 3-1, another card down, she becomes a 4-1, and off you go when you're doing an awful lot of nasty stuff there. Legion Drummer, I am beginning to really enjoy again. So she's a support character. So you put her out first, and whatever one you want to give the bonus to, they get quick attack this round, which is brilliant if you're playing up against elusives, because you can throw this out, you can throw it onto the Green Glade Duo, and if you had the Green Glade Duo last round, you put this down on the next round when you're attacking, then she is going to bump it up by 3. She's now a 3-1 that'll kill absolutely nearly everything that is elusive out there. Triforian Glory Seeker for when you just want to challenge something. I mean, it can't block, it can't do very much, but a 5-1 mega thing which would destroy. Well, if you have a look at this, 3, 2, 3, 2, 5, 6, 4, 5 kills everybody of those champions for 2 mana, and that's it. That's ridiculously good. So she's in there as a 3, and then Young Witch, who's also elusive. Give my supporting ally quick attack and +1 this round. That's real good. Like that's really good, because again, it's a bit like the Legion Drummer. Again, it's a 2 cost. She's a 3/2, but she's elusive. Like, she is elusive. So if you're not playing against anything, you're getting your 1 in. That's all pretty good. And we can add things later on to bump her up as well. Because if you think about it, using Kato on her if you don't have the Swole Squirrel is still good. This is a solid deck with or without Swole. But Swole is literally the end of days when he gets the combo put onto him. We're running 3 Culling Strikes, so there's loads of things with 3 or less power. Dead, 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 dead. The only ones that aren't dead are Yasuo, Vladimir, and these are the main champions from, dead. That's pretty good. That's why there are 3 of those, and there's also 3 Mights. And Might is fantastic at giving Swole another 3, or another unit 3, and Overwhelm, depending on if something really weak is blocking something. Overwhelm will go, even after it's dead, straight through to the Nexus and start hurting people quite a lot. So there's an awful lot of big attack power units in this deck that want to go and hit face. So it is quite aggro, but it's also quite combo. Twin Disciplines is only a 2 of, as is Deny, but we'll get to Deny in a second. For really helping out, if you don't have Kato or you don't have anything else, to be able to throw out the Swole as a 6/4 and then it hits something and now goes to a 12 is fantastic. So you're seeing all these things. That's a 1 cost 3+. That's a 3 cost 3+ with Overwhelm for 3 mana. For 3 mana, a 3+, or health, whatever you fancy doing. Sometimes it is actually worth putting the +3 to health to this, because then it just makes it a big sort of beefy 8/8. Some sort of thing, which is really kind of good, because it keeps it alive longer as well, because it only doubles its power. But then if you can add something like Might to it for the Overwhelm, there is your win condition, and you can do that as well with Kato. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Whirling Death is fantastic. So if something is going wrong and your Squirrel is about to die or something ridiculous, another ally that you're going out, and you're always going out, you want to slow things down at the start, just kind of throw your elusives and then keep them back and then use them as blockers. But when you're actually doing your big attacks, you're always going to have at least 2. If you don't, you're not probably recognizing. I mean, this is not a curve deck by any stretch of the imagination. This is actually quite a good all-round, almost like a Freljord deck, but we're in Ionia and Noxus. Now, Noxus is the aggro region in Runeterra, while Freljord's the big, we'll drink and, know things and stuff. So these guys are, quite hard, but we're not doing anything crimson. We're not doing anything of that package whatsoever. This has just got a bit of a giggle to it, but it's very solid. Whirling Death means it'll strike a battling enemy. So if if they put out a dragon to smash your Swole Squirrel, hit something that will hopefully knock it out. Will it? I don't know, but it's worth the try. Added to which, it's really good to get rid of other champions as well. So somebody's dropping down a Shen. So say you're playing Shen Lulu, you can take out the Lulu and or whoever's bumped up, because they're not that hard to kill off. Deny for stopping spells, because in practice I've had my proper squirrel, my Swole Squirrel, turned to like a real squirrel, which is a 1/1, and was obliterated by a green grade geo elusive, which was awful. That was awful. But that's the only loss, so that's really good. So that doesn't happen very often, because it's not like a hush or anything like that. So there are a couple of things that can stop any combo OTK deck, and that would be one of them. But it happens, and don't worry, you've got 3 of these anyway. So Fuzzy Caretaker. I mean, look at that mustache. Look at the mustache. When I'm supported, he literally becomes a 3/6 if somebody is supporting him. There are people who can support him as well. So like Legion Drummer is a good example, for instance. But even if he doesn't, I mean, that is literally the only thing. Or Young Witch will also. So then he becomes something bloody atrocious. So that's a +1 from the Young Witch and an attack. So he's now at 4/6, and if he's supporting somebody else, he gives that person 3 attack. So that's another person that you can throw beside Swole Squirrel, which is going to double his power. And as I say, striking to double power with all these combo pieces. You may not. It'll take you a while to kind of go, this is the actual combo. But in an ideal world, around turn 6 or 7, you attack with Kato. You attack with Swole Squirrel, who is being supported by Kato the Arm. In fact, in an ideal world, you would want a Young Witch supporting the Fuzzy Caretaker, who's supporting the Kato the Arm, who's supporting the Swole Squirrel, who has just been given a Might. Or an Elixir of Wrath. And there's so many things this deck can do. It's almost impossible to tell you what the combos are, because it's combos plural. That's the cool thing about this deck. It actually has so many ways to interact, to support and do stuff. Now, we have seen Lulu Shen. We have seen Lulu Zed. These are good decks. These aren't bad decks. I still think that the Zed version is kind of better. There's too much barriers in the Shen one that cost too much, which kind of slows down your board state, while the Zed one's a lot more aggro supports. But that's my opinion. So this is what I call the Swole Combo OTK deck. I am going to share it now so I can copy the deck code. If you enjoy our videos, and I hope you do, come and join us. There's a free link to our Discord, and we put on a whole ton of Runeterra-esque things. We're always here to have a chat with. There's a great bunch of people. We're up to nearly 100 members already within like about 6 months. We're predominantly EU, but we put on worldwide events for cash prizes. We just love playing this game. We like making decks for you, and we even like to do things like this where you don't even need a champion to be able to play Targon, and that is a damn good thing. Dongers are out. Hope you enjoyed the video. Till the next one. Bye.